Good morning, students. I welcome you all again for the another session of this video lecture. So yesterday we have seen that how to find out the neutral axis depth, that is xu by d, okay, for the beam section. Now today we are going to consider at the limiting condition, means at the maximum condition, means which beyond which we will not going to allow the depth. Okay, that is properties of beam section at limiting condition, means maximum condition. So important thing is you note down that at limiting condition xu by d, whatever we have found out yesterday, xu by d will going to become xu max upon d. Okay, xu max upon d. So remember, xu is nothing but, right, neutral axis depth, or you can say that actual neutral axis depth. Okay, xu is actual neutral axis depth, and xu max will be the maximum depth of neutral axis. Okay, maximum depth of neutral axis or limiting depth of neutral axis. Okay, so anyone you can remember, maximum depth of neutral axis or limiting depth of neutral axis, that is denoted by xu max or xu limit. Okay, in some book they will going to mention this as xu max, and in some book you can see it as xu limit, but both are same, and it is known as limiting depth of neutral axis or maximum depth of neutral axis. So now we have the two values, that is xu and xu max. Xu is actual depth of neutral axis, xu max is limiting depth of neutral axis or maximum depth of neutral axis. How to find out this now? Xu by d already we have found out in the yesterday's case. Now we are going to find out xu max by d. So this is called as limiting condition, means maximum condition beyond which we will not going to allow. Okay, so now again you can see this cross section of the beam. Yesterday we have seen b, width of the beam, then small d is the effective depth of the beam up to the center of the reinforcement, that is small d. Then now at limiting condition, whatever you have shown yesterday xu, this xu becomes xu max. Okay, this is xu max, and what is this now? So that is d minus xu max. So this depth will be, so from this neutral axis this depth will be d minus xu max, this is xu max. Similarly, this is a strain diagram what we have drawn in the yesterday's class. So this is a strain diagram. Maximum strain in concrete is 0.0035, and maximum strain in steel is 0.87 Fy upon Es plus 0.002. So these two are the maximum strains in concrete at the top fiber and at the steel. Strain in steel, that is strain in concrete here. Okay, so using this strain diagram we will going to find out what is the depth of maximum depth of neutral axis, that is xu max or xu limit. Now see, there are two triangles now, similar triangles. You can use this properties of similar triangles. So first this triangle. Okay, so what is this depth? So this depth will be xu max. Okay, xu max divided by how much this depth? This triangle depth. So this will be d minus xu max. So xu max for this triangle height will be xu max, and for this triangle this height will be d minus xu max, that is equal to, so what is the strain here in this 0.0035, 0.0035, and for this, okay, 0.87 Fy upon Es plus 0.002. So using similar triangle properties we can write down this equation, that is xu max, this height xu max divided by d minus xu max, that is equal to 0.0035 divided by 0.87 Fy upon Es into that is plus 0.002. So this equation we will going to get. Now just reverse the terms. Take the upside and this term out, denominator, reversing the terms. So now see what it becomes now, xu max, okay, upon d. So you can split this into xu max upon d, and xu max divided by xu max is minus 1. So reverse. So D divided by XU max. Okay, D divided by XU max. Then XU max divided by XU max 1, that is minus 1. Okay, that is equal to, this term goes up, that is 0.87 Fy upon Es plus 0.002 divided by 0.0035. Okay, just reverse the terms. Therefore, D by XU max is equal to, okay, 0.87 Fy upon Es plus 0.002 divided by 0.0035. This term comes here, it is plus 1. Okay, so that is equal to 0.87 Fy upon Es plus 0.002. If you take a LCM here, it is 1. So LCM will be 0.0035. So here it is a same thing, plus here it is 0.0035. So therefore D divided by XU max is equal to, now see, this is 0.002 plus 0.0035. It becomes 0.0055. This term 0.0055 plus this 0.87 Fy upon Es divided by 0.0035. Again, as usual, as you are done in the previous case, again reverse this. Okay, so this goes top, XU max divided by D, and this goes top, that is 0.0035 divided by 0.0055 plus 0.87 Fy upon Es. Now this is the important equation you have to remember. Okay, in yesterday's class we have seen that we have found out the value of actual neutral axis, that is XU by D. But today we have found out XU max upon D, that is maximum depth of neutral axis. XU max is maximum depth of neutral axis. So maximum depth of neutral axis is equal to 0.0035 divided by 0.0055 plus 0.87 Fy upon Es. So this equation can be used to find out the maximum depth of neutral axis, that is XU max, or XU limit also you can write, XU limit upon D also you can write. Okay, so this is the equation which will be helpful to find out the maximum depth of neutral axis. Now for example, if you see how this XU max upon D can be simplified. For example, in case of mild steel, that is Fy is equal to 250 Newton per mm square. Now basically 3 grades of steel we will going to use in the RCC work, that is Fe 250, Fe 415 and Fe 500 grade steel. 3 grades of steel will be used in the RCC, that is Fe 250, Fe 415 and Fe 500 grade steel. So for these 3 grades of steel, what will be the XU max upon D? It can be simplified. So therefore you can see XU max upon D is equal to 0.0035 divided by 0.0055 plus 0.87 into Fy. Now for 3 grades you can substitute 3 different values. First 250. Okay, if you substitute Fy grade for 250 grade steel, Fy is equal to 250 Newton per mm square. So 250 divided by 2 into 10 raised to 5. What is this Es? It is Young's modulus of steel. This will be fixed. That is 2 into 10 raised to 5. If you simplify this, okay, what will going to get this value? So therefore XU max upon D is equal to 0.53. So for 250 grade of steel, okay, for 250 grade of steel, XU max upon D value is equal to 0.53. So like this, for other steel grades also you can find out the XU max upon D. So the following table shows the value of XU max upon D for various grades of steel. So if you remember this, we can find out this. So substitute the value of Fy. If it is a 250 grade, substitute Fy is equal to 250. If it is a 415 grade steel, substitute Fy is equal to 415. If it is 500 grade steel, then substitute Fy is equal to 500. Then substitute Young's modulus of steel, same, that is 2 into 10 raised to 5 we can get the three values, that is XU max upon D for three different grades of steel. Now see, this table gives the clear picture. Values of XU max upon D, or it is also known as written as XU limit by D, both are same for various grades of steel. So there will be basically three grades we are using in the RCC design, that is 250 grade steel, 415 grade steel and 500 grade steel. For 250, Fy is equal to 250. For 415, it is 415 Newton per mm square, and for 500, it is 500 Newton per mm square. That is characteristic strength of steel. So Fy, so substitute this 250, we are going to get here, substitute 250 here, Young's modulus you can substitute, this XU max upon D is equal to 0.53. Similarly, substitute Fy 415, you will get XU max upon D is equal to 0.48, and for 500 it is 0.46. So remember this table. For 250 grade steel, what is XU max upon D? It is directly, you can remember, 0.53. For 415, it is 0.48, and for 500, it is 0.46. Okay, so by this you can find out the maximum depth of neutral axis or limiting depth of neutral axis. Okay, so similarly, what will be the moment of resistance? Okay, what will be the moment of resistance at limiting condition? So in yesterday class also we have found out mu. Just we have found out mu, that is moment, ultimate moment of resistance. So same way we can find out what will be the ultimate moment of resistance at limiting condition. Okay, so at limiting condition, what XU becomes what? XU max. XU will going to becomes XU max. Similarly, at limiting condition, XU by D will going to become XU max upon D. Okay, just now you have seen XU by D. Wherever XU by D is there, you can use XU max upon D for limiting condition or maximum condition. So similarly, moment of resistance at limiting condition, that is mu will becomes mu limit now. Okay, in the previous class we have seen that mu we have found out, but for limiting condition mu will going to becomes mu limit. So therefore mu limit is equal to, yesterday we have seen this equation, so only change is wherever XU is there, you can put XU max. Okay, now see 0.36 FCK, in the previous class we have seen XU by D. So XU by D, now XU by D becomes what? XU max upon D. So 0.36 FCK XU max upon D into bracket 1 minus 0.42 XU max upon D BD square. Okay, yesterday we have seen that only change is wherever XU by D was there, you can substitute XU max upon D. So mu limit is equal to 0.36 FCK XU max upon D 1 minus 0.42 XU max upon D into BD square. Okay, so therefore just rearrange the terms. Mu limit is equal to 0.36 okay, XU max upon D into bracket 1 minus 0.42 XU max upon D, then this FCK BD square. Okay, so this is the equation will be used to find out what is maximum, that is ultimate moment of resistance at limiting condition. Ultimate moment of resistance at limiting condition. So mu limit. So still you can classify this further, you can simplify this again. For 3 grades we can find out this mu limit. So for 250 grade steel, for 415 grade steel and 500 grade steel. Already we have seen this here, this table. For 250, what is XU max upon D? 0.53, 0.48 and 0.46 here. How we have got this? This will be substituted in the formula and we have got these three values. So now again in this equation you can see XU max upon D value is there. XU max upon D here, XU max upon D. For 3 grades you can substitute this. Now see, for Fe250, what is the value of XU max upon D? 0.53. So substitute here 0.36 into 0.53 and here 1 minus 0.42 0.53 FCK BD square. Remaining things you can keep as it is. We don't know. So wherever XU max upon D is there, substitute for 250, it is 0.53 here. 0.53. Substitute 0.53 here. Substitute 0.53. What we're going to get MU limit? MU limit is equal to 0.148 FCK BD square. So directly you can remember, for 250 grade steel, XU max upon D is equal to 0.53 and what is MU limit? MU limit is equal to 0.148 FCK BD square. So similarly here, for next grade steel, MU limit is equal to 0.36, XU max upon D is equal to 0.48, here 0.48, you can get this MU limit is equal to 0.138 FCK BD square. So similarly for 500 grade steel, substitute 0.46 here, 0.46, MU limit is equal to 0.133 FCK BD square. So this is the table, very important, you have to remember this table and this table. Okay, for 3 grades of steel, what will be the maximum depth of neutral axis, that is XU max upon D or XU limit upon D, and similarly what will be the limiting moment of resistance, that is MU limit, for 3 different grades. So this table you have to remember when we'll solve the problems. So this is regarding maximum depth of neutral axis. This is regarding maximum moment of resistance at limiting condition. So similarly, even you can find out what is the steel requirement, how much steel requirement at limiting condition, that is area of steel required for the limiting condition. Now see, again equating total compressive force capital C to the total tensile force. In the beginning we have seen there will be 2 forces. One is total force in the concrete and total force in the steel bar, that is capital C and capital T. Equate these two. C is equal to T. Now what is C? C 0.36 FCK B into, actual equation is XU. Okay, 0.36 FCK B into XU. But at limiting condition, what XU becomes? XU becomes XU max. So therefore, C is what? 0.36 FCK B into XU max, that is equal to 0.87 Fy AST. Actually it is AST, but at limiting condition it is AST limit. Okay, so this is total C and this is total T. So therefore what we want? We want area of steel, AST limit, that is at limiting condition what will be the area of steel. So AST limit is equal to this term divided by 0.87 Fy. So therefore AST limit is equal to, just rearrange the terms, 0.36 divided by 0.87, that is 0.36 divided by 0.87 FCK divided by Fy, FCK divided by Fy, then XU max upon D. Now here just you can multiply and divide. Okay, multiply and divide by D. So multiply D here divided by D here. Okay, what we're going to get? Okay, so 0.36 divided by 0.87 FCK upon Fy, then XU max upon D. We are dividing the value D, that is XU max upon D, and we are multiplying also D, that is B into D. So here multiply and divide by D. So this equation we are going to get. So therefore AST limit, that is area of steel at limiting condition, is equal to, so this term 0.36 divided by 0.87 is 0.414. Okay, 0.414 Fy upon FCK, XU max upon D into BD. So this equation will going to give the area of steel at limiting condition, AST limit. So similarly, this is area of steel in terms of AST, right? Then if you want to percentage, okay, in terms of percentage, how much percentage of steel at limiting condition? So limiting percentage we can write of steel, that is PT limit. AST limit is area of steel at limiting condition. PT limit is percentage of steel at limiting condition. So we know that this equation AST limit is equal to 0.414 FCK upon Fy, okay, XU max upon D into B into D. So again multiply both sides by 100. So multiply here 100 and this 100. So AST limit into 100 equal to 100 into this term. Both sides we are multiplying 100. Okay, right. So therefore, right, AST limit into 100 this term BD. So I can take this BD here, this side. BD will comes at the bottom now. So AST limit into 100, AST limit into 100 divided by BD, that is equal to, now 100 into 0.414, 100 into 0.414 becomes 41.4, 41.4 into FCK upon Fy into XU max upon D, and this BD already we have taken at the bottom. Now this term, can you see this? Multiply by 100 means it will going to give in the percentage. So AST limit divided by BD. So this term I can write it as PT limit. Okay. In place of this AST limit upon BD is written as PT limit. So PT limit into 100 means it will give in terms of percentage. So AST upon BD into 100, this total term I can write it as PT limit, PT limit. So PT limit is equal to 41.4 into FCK divided by Fy into XU max upon D. So this equation will going to help you to calculate the percentage of steel, okay, at limiting condition. So this equation will going to calculate the area of steel. Here we are going to get area. Suppose if you want to percentage, you can use this equation, right? So similarly here, so this equation will going to give to calculate the maximum depth of maximum moment of resistance or ultimate moment of resistance at limiting condition. So for three grades you can use these three equations to calculate MU limit, and for three grades, okay, this table you can remember 0.53, 0.48, 0.46. How these values you have got? We have got these values by substituting here. Okay, so today's session is very important because whatever the formula we have seen today, so it will be used to analyze the beam. Okay, so once again I request all of you go through the today's session. Okay, so don't miss this. Okay, try to solve these equations, okay, and try to remember these tables. So make one chart, okay, right, where yesterday's class also we have seen what is the value of XU by D. Okay, then today's class we have seen this equation, maximum depth of neutral axis, that is XU max upon D. Write down this formula also. Then substitute the values of this Fy, different grades, right? Prepare a table like this. Okay, then this equation you have remember. Okay, so substitute the three grades of steel here, that is three values of XU max upon D. Then we'll going to get the three equations. So this table, okay, then this equation you have to remember, and last this percentage of steel, that is AST, area of steel, and percentage of steel. So if you remember this, then it is very easy to calculate the values in the problem. So in the most probably in the next class we'll going to start with the some simple problems. We'll try to solve the simple problems where you can find out the depth of neutral axis, actual depth of neutral axis, maximum depth of neutral axis, then moment of resistance, then moment of resistance at limiting conditions. So hope you understood this. Okay, so please go through once again the today's session and make important points of your own. Okay, so this will going to help you solve the problems. So if any doubt, so you feel free to ask me. Okay, I'll going to help you, and thank you for attending the today's session. So thank you very much.